job numbers. We don't know CPI numbers. We know nothing because they can't be released.
So the Democrat, but how does the Democrat fall though? If Trump say the 100% tariff, how did Democrats live for this?
The tariffs have nothing to do with the shutdown. The shutdown is from the Democrats. They've been wanting to crash the economy ever since Trump took over. This is a new way they can do it by shutting the government down. They want to give. They want the stuff that the big beautiful bill they passed took away. They want some of that back, or else they're going to shut the government down, which they did. They want the Affordable Care Act so that they can continue to give illegal aliens free medical, and that's bullshit. I'm not paying for some fucking illegal to have his medical taken care of. No, that ain't happening, and that's what it's over.
But that didn't crash the market though, because the federal shutdown, that was like 4 days ago. The
government's been shut down for 11 days.
Yeah, bam, 11 days, right? But the market haven't crashed in 11 days. The market crashed Friday when Trump said 100% tariff. That crashed the market.
Eventually, because this is going to affect a whole lot of people if it continues.
Mm-hmm.
Because, but what people don't understand, the government is still taking in all this revenue. Okay? Now, they're not paying much of that revenue back.
True.
But that revenue is still sitting there drawing interest.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's say after 2 months they finally get it settled. We're going to have to back pay all the federal employees and blah, 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 and the military or whatever, however that happens. But during that time, we were gaining interest on those on that $1 trillion. Well, we have the money to pay them back and give them their back pay, but then we just made a ton of money on the interest holding on to the money.
What about the money we supposed to send back for the tariff? Did that get sorted out yet?
That comes in November.
So now we got that. Now the government shut down, and now so everything is really bad news though for crash. It's nothing really like saying shit to go up.
Oh, there's no reason for this market to go up.
Yeah. So what we're looking at long term now. This is just the start of some puts.
I would say,
Even in the banks. Because the banks would never fail, though. Because you know they always say like
the banks rely on loans.
That is true.
But the banks don't pay federal employees. The banks pay their own employees. Banks rely a lot on people overdrafting their accounts so they can charge those $20, $25 fees. Just like when we go with Navy Federal, when we go over. And like, let's say we take out 100, they charge us $20 for every time we go over once we're in a negative balance.
Mm-hmm.
But they allow us to take the money. Well, that's $20 free that they know they're going to get back. So, just like she said, we can't do that this month. As long as there's a government shutdown, the banks are putting a lock on that. So you can't do your overdraft. Because there's no guarantee those people are going to get their money.
So who are not getting paid? Just the military not getting paid? Just that's them?
Military, the federal police, the ATF, the FBI.
So what are really telling you? How come the military and the police are not getting paid?
Because it's all federally funded.
But and they supposed to get paid like days like the main people in the.
Wait a minute. I wonder if that's going to affect the schools.
The teachers not getting paid too, and the education system should just be.
Well, no, education system is through the state, but I'm talking about all the kids that get federal funding through financial aid.
Okay, yeah, I see where you're going with that.
Does that also stop all the government shutdown?
I mean, at this point, why not? So what would that do if they stop the federal? How would that implement on the colleges?
Well, how are the kids going to pay for their classes if the federal government shut down and they can't get their financing? How are they going to pay for the college?
But they don't know this already, though. If they know this and it's happening, what that really telling you? Because what you said is true. It's true. But they know this too. What you're saying, but it's still happening. So what really going on?
There is a lot of unknowns on this because I think I just saw the list. I think the longest the government was shut down was 26 days. That's over history.
And what happened in 2016? Anything drastic
I
happened?
didn't say. I don't know. I can't remember. Of course, that was then. Now we got now.
We got now. But now look even worse though, because China rate up, government shut down, people not getting paid, mortgage rates gonna get corrupt, people getting fired. It's more bad news than really good news. What's the good news? If we had to say it's the good news, what's the good news in the economy?
There is no good news in the economy right now. Yeah, people are employed through the federal government, but they're not getting paid. They're working for free right now.
They're working for free. So those people stop working now. But the military is the defense force of America though. Like if this military guy say no, it says I'm not getting paid.
Trump is trying something to where they get paid.
Okay. But how would it even get to this point? For them to shut it down, like
because you got a bunch of fucking liberal motherfuckers that have said they wanted to destroy the economy. Their thrill is to watch millions of people lose their money just so they can prove Trump wrong.
Even if the country failed, because what they do,
exactly. They don't give a fuck about the people. They don't give a fuck about the people, and these idiotic liberal motherfuckers that do, they're as dumb. That's why I say we should just shoot them all, get rid of them. They're scum. They're scum. They're scum.
That is the army. If you were paying the army, why would you pay anyone else?
Well, the army, the armed forces are still going to do what they do. They're going to make sure that those soldiers make sure that they get what they need to live on.
So just grab some long some long puts and just ride the wave as it goes.
I would say short puts, maybe a month.
A month out. So this have nothing to do with Jerome Powell, because let's say February.
Oh, he's out. This has nothing to do with Jerome Powell.
So not even the Fed. So even though February come and they get a new Federal, even though he lower interest rate, it wouldn't do nothing regardless.
It'll help a little, but no. You've got a lot of people right now not making a dime that have got to make mortgage payments and stuff like that.
So what would switch this around to the upside? How could this change back around? Because what's happening now? This wasn't here a couple months ago. Now it's here. So how could all this shift around? 100% of tariff on China, government shutdown.
If Trump can find a loophole that will allow him to pay, backdoor pay as we call it, while the government is shut down. See, as far as the federal employees are concerned, they can, he don't give a shit about that. He gives a shit about the FBI, the needed resources, including the military. That's all he's interested in. The rest of it, he could give a rat's ass. But he's got to find a way to make sure that the military gets everything it needs, so the FBI and so on. TSA, the air traffic controllers.
So what's stopping him from saying that the central bank print the money? But if they print it, inflation go up, keep going up, especially for bonds and shit. How would it even make sense to even come to this point? But we here though. We is here. Well, that's some shit. You can't complain, man. That's the economy we in though.
Yep.
So tomorrow, I'll pretty much get some puts tomorrow for like November.
Welcome to the United States of America. Welcome to the liberal view. Like I said, it's going to get to the point to where it's time we got to kill them. Just have a revolution and eliminate every scum-sucking liberal out there, so that our country can come back to providence.
Well, my question is, right, Trump is in power, the Republican. How come the Democrat has so much power? How come the liberal have so much power still, even though Trump?
Because they changed it to where you need 60 votes in the Senate to pass any resolution. And in this particular case, well, the Republicans can only come up with 51 votes. They would need 9 Democrats to come over and agree with them to have this go through. 5 have, but they still need 4 more Democratic senators to come over.
So it's more liberals across the board than...
No, it's just that they have a leverage. They still have a leverage. Now, come next November when they have the midterms, hopefully the people can vote these faggots out and put the right people in there. But then, we don't know.
We don't know. Shit.
Like I said, we need to kill the liberals. Just need to have a purge, and we can go out and kill every one of them.